guys, J-Mac here. Started my first YouTube video of Fallout 76, as most of you can see. This is my first time doing this, and thought I'd give it a try. I'm not real techie, so I'm just recording this video the best way I know how and the easiest. Luckily for me, I have people that know more about this stuff and YouTube and Xbox, and that can help me out later on, but I just want to kind of get things going and excited for it, and just kind of show you my current camp. It's real simple. It's one of those camps where I can kind of pick up and move very easily without too much trouble or blueprinting. As you can see, everything is basically inside this red rocket garage. Have my little stash box here in terms of a safe, and got two vending machines. I got these ones here just the other week when they were on sale, just because of how small they are. And I found this Settler Wanderer actually last week, which was real nice. I always kind of miss her. But yeah, I have a bed in here. I have all the crafting stations that I need. I got these real small vintage water cooler set up. Got my little grocery cart grill, which I just got last week at the meat week. And yeah, just everything you need, or that I need, is in this garage. I even have my little shelter entrance, just the basic one you get for free, because free is my middle name, of course. And yeah, I even put the symptomatic in here just in case I ran out of disease cures. So where this camp is located, it's in a real nice spot. It's real flat. It's really popular with a lot of people, so most times I have to give it a couple tries. But actually, this was my first time logging in today, and lucky for me, no one else was here. But this is where it's at, right north of the dry lake bed. And as you can see here, I have a camp that's on the other end, and then I have a third camp which is over by Camden Park. These camps here are a lot more involved. The budget's almost expent. So yeah, so those are a lot bigger camps. I just wanted a camp that I could just kind of pick up and move, and I got that idea from watching another YouTuber, Darth Zion. He had made a video a couple weeks ago, I believe, and I thought it was a good idea having a camp that you just kind of pick up and move. So I kind of got that idea from him. Yeah, so I'm just going to start playing the game, and you'll hear me talk and kind of go through the troubles. Actually, before I start my little journey here, I'll show you what I got for weapons, and they're definitely my favorite of all the weapons so far. So I run a Furious Recoil compensated plasma rifle. It's just like the basic one. I have the Furious legendary effect, gamma wave emitter, stabilized flamer barrel, stabilized stock, reflex sight. Puts out 54 damage, 58 electrical damage there, and I just find it's really good. I like the fire rate, 91, and it really melts the enemies. This particular Furious plasma rifle, 50% limb damage. Damage increased after each consecutive hit in the same target, of course. 25% less VATS action points cost. So I think that's a pretty good roll that I had. I rolled this maybe about a month ago. And then this one here is a Stalker's Night Vision Enclave plasma rifle. If not in combat, 100% VATS accuracy, 50% AP cost. It is accurate. Like, I'm like not even joking. Headshots, like bing, just binging them all day and all night long. 25% damage while aiming, 50% faster reload, This is an amazing weapon. And I was real skeptical at first because I always ran a kind of like a sneaky rifle build with, you know, suppressors and stuff. But I'm telling you, like, I've had enemies just literally walk by me while I'm shooting this thing, and it's like, yeah, I'm really impressed by it. So it has the Stalkers, of course, legendary effect, standard capacitor, true sniper barrel, stabilized stock, medium night vision scope, 67 damage, 77 electrical damage. It's pretty good. It's most enemies I can bang out one shot kills to the head because I'm just kind of sneaking around anyway. So it's pretty awesome. Been rolling those two weapons for about a month now, and I really enjoy them. In terms of the armor that I have the Aristocrats ultralight Secret Service left arm. I have the Chameleon ultralight Secret Service left leg. Nocturnal ultralight Secret Service right arm. Of course, I have the Resistance Secret Service under armor. Troubleshooters ultralight Secret Service right leg. Vanguards jetpack Secret Service chest piece. And so far so good with these guys. They take a lot of junk to create them. So I'm happy so far with this, and haven't really had a chance to look for all Vanguards. I know for a tanky build that's what you want, but it just takes a lot of cores and modules and junk to build that stuff. So that's what I'm running. Everyone has their opinions and way they play their games, and that's okay. It's okay by me. So we're gonna get going here. And with that one piece of armor that's Chameleon, I can see when I stay in one spot, I just not be detected, which is pretty cool. And actually, I have Bird Bones, Carnivore, Eagle Eyes, Healing Factor, Marsupial, Speed Demon. These are the effects that I enjoy the most. Yeah. Get going here. So you see, I'm not in combat mode, so I can usually kind of bang off most things. Oops. And yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I hope other people enjoy this game. I know a lot of people put a lot of time into it. I first played the game when it first came out, I would say maybe 3 years ago. Don't quote me on that, but I found it was real rough to play, like really rough. And I was playing on the old Xbox One, and I don't know if it was the Xbox One, because how it was like, you know, old at the time, still is old, hanging on by a thread, or if it was just the game, but I just found it was really rough playing. I'm playing this on the Xbox Series X right now. Got this last year, almost to the date. And between my son and I, we enjoy it. Playing this on the Xbox Series X, it's pretty nice station. Pretty nice unit. See that? See, they just kind of melt in front of you. Love it. I just love it. It's very satisfying. It's very satisfying with these. I would highly recommend it. The only downfall is the plasma cartridges. It does cost a lot of copper to create, but if I ever do have to make my own cartridges, well, I'll use the super duper perk card, and then you have the other perk card where you can create more ammo at one time. Between the both of them, I can create a lot of ammo for this weapon. Of course, being a carnivore, most times I don't even bother cooking the meat. I know you can get better effects than by cooking it, but a lot of times I only have so much time to play. So if I come across that stuff there, I just pick it up and just, chomp on it there. So you see how those guys just melted right off, and because I'm not in combat, it's even more satisfying. The range on it is fairly decent. Now you saw that how I had to shoot him twice. That's just because that Blood Eagle wench there had already detected me. So I was no longer in the stealth mode, caution mode. I was in the danger mode, and when you get in that mode, you lose that 100% accuracy that you get with the stalkers. So I've been playing it pretty steady for the last year. I kind of got away from it because how the game was so unstable for me, and so I decided to take a break, and I played some Red Dead Redemption 2 online, and played a little bit of GTA 5 online, and I came back to the game after the Wastelanders DLC, and then they kind of ironed that out, and then they came up with the scoreboard and all that jazz. And ever since then, I haven't really looked back. I've really enjoyed this game, more so because of I just get a lot of satisfaction doing this. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I'm sure people who play games, alternate universe, whatever you want to call it, understand what I'm getting at. Just having that effect, 100% accuracy when not in combat, that is such a great effect. Like, I don't care what anyone says. It's just amazing. So this is all I really plan on doing for YouTube, is just kind of play and enjoy the game, and one thing too, it helps other people, whether I put down a special logo or a special title, or people can see where I'm at, and they can see that hey, look, there's a lot of food in that particular spot, or there's a certain ammo, certain people. And there's a lot of people who may not be maybe new to the game, or might not play often enough. They might not know where to find certain groups to complete dailies. So just playing the game, and people can view this and watch, and they can see, that's where the Blood Eagles are, or hey, that's where the cultists hang out and stuff like that. So And that's all I really aim to do. You know, I'm not a professional in any means, but there are a lot of people that are a lot better than I am. But I hold my own. Most times I'm a solo player. Usually when they have the events like the Alien Invaders and Mothman Equinox and stuff like that, you're playing with other people because you have to. There's no way you can do it by yourself. It'd be near impossible, or you would fail anyway. I know that happened one time. The last time we had the Mothman Equinox, there was probably about 5 or 6 people with me, and for some reason someone had launched a nuke, and then they all left, and literally I was there with a level 50 guy, and I was thinking, oh my lord. So we ended up failing it. First time ever failing the Mothman Equinox. But hey, things happen. One thing I did notice, it took me a little while because I ran the Chinese stealth armor for like probably for 3/4 of the year, and that's a really good armor. And I'm telling you, like, even when you have your light on, the enemies can't detect you. And it took a hard time once I switched over to this Secret Service armor, because I always had the habit of walking around with my light on, like I just left it on, because you get in areas that are kind of dark and you can't see anything. And it took me a little while to figure it out, and I don't know why, but with the Secret Service armor, you have your light on, the enemies can spot you out pretty quick. And once I would say within the last month, I just don't bother with my light anymore, and I find a huge difference, and I'm a lot more sneakier. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're buying and using the Secret Service armor for the first time and you want to use your light. So a lot of times now, what I do in the dark areas, I just kind of stop and click it on real, quick, and then shut it off, and just so I can see where I'm going, like if there's a stairway, or if there's something I'm looking for, anything in particular. But a lot of times I kind of walk around in the crouch position, just because I'm just so used to doing it. And as to the reason why I have speed demon, it just makes you walk a lot quicker. Without the speed demon, it's very painful. It took me a little while to get used to those certain effects there from the radiation, and see, once I'm in danger mode, they detect me, and they might take 2 shots. Oh yeah, see that? That was just 100% satisfying. And this option here, how you can kind of search nearby corpses and how they're highlighted like that was such a game changer. Like, I'm sure a lot of people will agree. A lot of people might argue the fact, just argue, but I'm telling you, like, for me, it was just, shoot an enemy, and then you gotta find the enemy, and it was just painful to do that, and especially if it was like a legendary or something, and you're a new player and you're trying to get legendary script, and it was just very painful. But now they really made the game better for those starting out brand new. I know for me, being a little higher level now, when I look back, I'm thinking, geez, it would have been nice to have that option way back when I started playing. even though the game was kind of unstable, it would have been, maybe would have stuck around for that year that I kind of lost, but because I would have been a lot higher than I am now. But I do play frequently enough, so I'm still in caution, and I'm still knocking them off. So that's that difference. And if you don't have the necessary supplies to make your plasma cartridges, there's always someone around that it's either throwing them away because they do weigh a lot, and some people will either just throw them away, or they'll sell them for like 0 caps or 1 cap each. So and that's just because they've found them in the world and trying to sell them, and people are happy to offload them because how they do weigh a lot, especially in your stash. I have about 2,000 in my stash just as backup, and I would say it's maybe about 110 pounds worth for the stash, and out of 1,200, that's a lot. Or the same amount for any other ammo out there would be part of that. You do have that carnivore mutation. It's you just got to keep an eye on your food meter and your drink meter. You can run away on you pretty darn quick. Usually there's a robot up there, but don't see it up there today. One thing to note there, like if you're a new player watching this video, if you're ever short on stim packs, the humanoid enemies, like the cultists and these blood eagles, if you go into those areas, you will fill up on stim packs so much so that you'll be looking to get rid of them. So if you are a newer player watching this, definitely the human enemies will provide more stim packs than any other enemy, I find anyway. The odd grafting monster will have stim packs on them. Jeez. He did not hear me at all. Probably a squirrel, he says. Yep. Squirrel. So we see me use bats, and I'm a big fan of bats. Some people say, well, there's mixed opinions on bats, and there's people who use it a lot, like myself. There's people who kind of half use it, and then there's people who don't use it at all. And then they complain about people that use hats, I guess, but it shouldn't really matter. You're playing the game, and oh, so you didn't even see it. Dog around, I think dog out around. Usually there's a dog around. This particular place, good place to get some drinks. It's a good place to get ceramic. It's one of my favorite spots. All these little vases, if you need ceramic. There's like all kinds of them around this particular house. It's like everywhere. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those floaty things. I'm not a fan of those at all. Don't like them. Don't like them. This spot here is good for bottles, glass. There's a lot of glass around here. There's a few, cans out and about, but more so glass than anything. He's already made it in through here. Yeah. Somebody must have just been through here. And there's a bobblehead around here on this shelf. Sometimes there isn't, sometimes there isn't. Right. I think there's a scorch underneath the floorboards here. Thanks for that. As you can see this bottles, glass, like definitely a good spot for that. This is the location of my second camper on the other side of that dry lake bed. Is right in between here, this table and that truck. And yeah, it's a pretty nice spot. I'll show you that sometime. But this is the little run that I usually do, and sometimes if I think of it, I'll open up a lunchbox or whatever, get some extra XP and out of it. One thing I do, the game's not too bad with giving back ammo that you're using. I find that it's just not frequent enough. They did improve it a little while back. I just find it's not enough, especially when you're running, when I'm running. And it just would have be nice to have a little bit more. I still end up being a hit, at the end of the day, unless I'm in a dungeon and I'm just going through it. I played the pit yesterday. It just came out yesterday, and I went through, let's say, between 500 and 700 plasma cartridges. I was picking up some during that time, which wasn't too bad. I played by myself, of course, and I just wanted to kind of try it. It didn't take any time doing all the 3 missions ahead that you have to do to, get the ultra sight batteries or whatever for that bird. But it was really neat to play. I was glad to play it. I'll do it again now that I know the layout better. I'm sure there's a lot of other better players that would have done it quicker and stuff, and they're much better at gaming than I am. But if I was able to do it by myself, anyone can. Just say that. There's some scorch hanging around there. Just kind of shoot him in the old blowhole. Just to get the, see if it yields a mod. That's what I like. I like to find particular weapons that I see myself use, and if I find them, I'll just scrap them. Just to get the mod. It's not the door, buds. It's not the door. So as I said at the beginning of the video, I was real skeptical of using this because there's no suppressor option. And I was real skeptical because how loud it can be, and I'm running the Secret Service armor. I don't know if it's because of the stalker's effect that I have on it, but I'm telling you, it's amazing. It exceeds expectations. For me. Somebody else will have an opinion, and that's fine. That's just my opinion. I'm happy for how I play. almost at the end of my little run here. Jesus. Look at the daylights out, everybody. Stop doing that. See ya. just love that option. Just I don't even have to go down there after. Sometimes it doesn't work though. Which is weird. I don't get that. I don't know if it's a glitch. Hate to say that, use that word, but I just find it kind of odd. 90% of the time, you go over this goo pile, and, pick stuff up, and then other times, I can't. I don't know why. Don't know why, and I don't know if anyone can explain it. At the end of this run here, I'm going to show you something real neat. A lot of people may know about it. Maybe some people don't. They came across it. It was during the alien invaders. And I just kind of picked up on it. Maybe some people knew, and they were kind of triggering it, but I'll show you here in a second. So, basically how this goes, or how I do it, because I've seen other people do it, like during the alien invaders, and this is where I picked it up. So right around this spot here, this building, and on the other side of that broken billboard, I don't know if it's a spawn location for Scorch, but you'll see what happens here. Hopefully it works anyway. You just kind of go real slow, just kind of walk, you don't run. You just kind of take your time and yeah, see? And sometimes you'll do more on the other side of the billboard. They'll just kind of pop out like one or two. And none this time around, but yeah. I just kind of picked up on that. It's kind of weird, and I don't know the frequency you can do that at. I'm not sure. I never really tested that, but dog food, why not? But yeah, it's just they just come out of this little corner here, and for holiday scorched and Halloween scorched, I'm telling you, that's a real good spot to pick up those guys. Finished many quests, many dailies just from doing that. If there's anything over here, you can see there's one or two of them laying there. Yeah, so that's it. That's my little run. So I started up here in my little camp. It's nicknamed Quick, and then I traveled on this side. East side of that dry lake bed, came up through here, Somerville Dam docks, and then made my way across there, and then went down to the ground, and here I'm over here. So there's there. See, I knew he was around here somewhere, sneaking around. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy that. I really enjoy see this and like it and share with their friends, and more to come for sure. Have a good one.